I'm going to have a big copper hunt today. I've got 2 boxes of sealed pennies, and I got another 8 rolls of customer rolled. Hoping to get at least 6 pounds of copper and hopefully a whole bunch of wheat pennies. Maybe a handful of Canadian copper ones too. This should be enough to fill up my box to get my next 25-pound box sealed up to put me over 150 pounds of copper so far. I guess I'll just keep coming back as I keep finding wheat pennies, and we'll see how these wheat pennies are stacking, and we'll see how much copper we're getting along the way. For enders, it looks like there's a wheat penny, a 1950S, and 2 of the 2009 Lincoln commemorative designs. That's pretty cool. I thought I'd go through these customer rolled first. In the very first roll, just immediately I find my first wheat penny. That's pretty cool. What do we got here? 1952 it looks like. D. Well, there's number 1. I never know what to expect from customer rolled, but this is the second roll and the second wheat penny. Another 1952 D. That's 2. Here's the 4th roll and my 3rd wheat penny. The 3rd roll I did get a Canadian copper penny. 1946. Here's 3. I'm through all of those customer rolled. I just got the 3 wheat pennies and a handful of copper. I did get another Canadian, but it was not of the copper type. And this is the 1950S. Kind of worn. It's not. The date looks kind of worn to me. The Liberty. I sell equipment for another company, and I have 2 storage units that I've been renting to because I don't have enough room in my home. And I got notice day before yesterday, I guess it was, that one of the units jumped from $93 a month to $160 a month. And I'm sure the second one's going to be doing that to me in a couple of months. So I went out today and purchased a yard barn or a yard shed. And they talked like they did try to get it set up 82 in the next week or so. And they called me just a little while ago, the same day, and said they'll be out and set it up tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. Kind of excited about that. Stop paying that crazy storage rent. If they'd have left it alone, I might have kept it a while longer, but they just got to keep raising those rates. This is the second roll that has the 209 ender there, my finger there. And the last one not only had the 2009 ender, it had 2 more inside. The last box I went through had a crazy amount of 2009s, and maybe this one will have quite a few too, but I think I've got me a dime. I love finding the dimes. Come out. There he is. It's not silver, but it's 9% profit, 9-cent profit. And here's the 2009. I guess I didn't go through this box very well because I just pulled another one out, and there's another 2009 ender. And this is just the 3rd roll from this box. The wheat penny ender was from the other box. And look at this. After 2 rolls. This is going to be another box, I believe, that has lots of these in it. This is the same roll that had that 2009 ender, and there's another wheatie. 1957D. That's number 5. Pretty crazy. Oh, it was a 69S. I'll put that away with my S's. I can't be going through a lot of rolls. It'll just take too much time with all these coins. I was just curious to see if we'd find another 2009 here, but it doesn't look like we're going to. A few more rolls later, and there is wheat penny number 6, 1955. Also found another copper Canadian, and also found one or two more of the 2009s. And all of them seem to be the one design. You see my empty jar of 82s? I'm really tired tonight. I think I'll go to bed early. But I had about 8 or 10 of them in there. And I had a big old handful of my zinc pennies. And I just threw them right in there. And I didn't want to separate them. So I just threw them all in my zinc. And I'll start over. Ugh, that's disgusting. Found a few more 2009s. It's crazy. And I'm also running across an awful lot of 2007s that look like they came straight from the mint without a scratch on them. I'm guessing these 09s and 07s have just been released from somewhere for some reason. I don't know. Found another S penny too. Just one row later, and look at these 2007s. But they have water spots on them. But, I mean, they are pristine other than the water spots. And I also found about 4 or 5 more of the 2009s. I mean, they are really stacking up on me. That one was pretty nice too. I don't think I'm going to keep these. I just don't know what I'd do with them. But they sure do look like they've just come from the mint. Just in case somebody tells me, you should have saved those 2007s. I'm going to try to keep about 100 of them. I'm still getting the 2009s. A couple rows later, I just opened and 3 at the end. There may be more in this row. But there's 3 at the very end. This is crazy. It's an awful lot of them. I'm still finding the 2007s and the 2009s, but I did also find wheat penny number 7. $19.55D. I hope I find an older one. Be nice to see one in the 30s tonight. I'm quite a few rolls later. I'm still at 7 wheat pennies. I'm up to 5 of the Canadian copper pennies. I don't know if any of you remember the Drew Carey show that was out quite a few years ago. I remember one episode where they said that he was so full of it they had to start a second pile. Well, I'm on my 4th pile of 2009s. This is crazy. And now look at the 2007s. And I want you to know, I got rid of a lot of them before I started keeping them. Is that crazy? And I still have 15 rolls to go in this box. The next roll after that last when I talked to you, I found my second dime. All right. I also found another Canadian copper. That's 6 of those. Very cool, very cool. I just found my 3rd dime. Be cool if one of them was silver, but they almost never are. Well, so far they never have been. I have 8 Canadian coppers, and now I have found my 8th wheat penny. 1944. It's a little bit better. I've still got about 7 rows to go. I've added more to that 4th pile, and I've added more to the 2007s. That is just a crazy amount. I got a decent amount of copper. I don't know if it's going to be my 3 pounds, but I'm getting so much of this stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if it's under the 3. I think I see my 4th dime. It was kind of cruddy looking right back here. Is it stuck to it? Oh, goodness. Look at that. Oh, yuck. It looks like a dime. I'll separate it later. But that's my 4th dime. Pretty nasty. I finished up the first box. I got 8 wheat pennies and 8 copper Canadians plus the 1 9. I got 4 dimes. Pretty cool. 2 S coins. An insane amount of the 2009s. All of these are the same design. Plus I got 2 of another design. That was just a 1989 that looked pretty amazing. 2017 P. I think I've skipped a couple of those. Look at those 2007s. And I'm telling you, a whole bunch of them I didn't keep because I was just throwing them in the zinc box early on. Also, really nice 1969 off-center. You can see there that it's heavier on this side and real light on this side. But it's a real good shape, so I'll just stick that aside somewhere. One more box to go through. The next box had a wheat penny ender. I hope that's an indication that there'll be more wheat pennies than 2009s. It's cool finding those, but I don't know what's going on with why I'm getting so many of them. Did I mention that I got well over 3 pounds here in Kentucky? I mean, it was like 3.5 ounces of copper, even after all that. I am a good 15 to 20 rows into my second box, and I finally found my first wheat. I have 1 Canadian. I think I found 1 2009. And a little bit of copper. It's not been the best box for sure. Definitely not as good as the box before it. 1952. We got 1. Kind of sad. Well, several rows later, and I finally found wheat penny number 2. 1952D. Haven't found another Canadian. Haven't found anything else really, but I'm finding a handful of copper. But not even a lot of that. Well, this ain't going to be my best box. I hope this does not become my norm. I hope this is just a fluke. A lot of this stuff. It was the very next roll. I did find my third wheat penny, which is good. 56D. You know, I guess this box, you just take what you can get and you move on. Less than 10 rolls to go, and I finally found my fourth wheat penny. 1954D. I'm getting I guess a decent amount of copper out of this box. So, I mean, that's what I'm after is copper. So I guess I can't complain. We'll see how much at the end. I don't know if I'll get 3 pounds or not, but I think I'm definitely going to be over 2 pounds. Just not getting a lot of the other fun stuff in this box. It is morning now. I gave up last night. I was too tired. That's a pretty good amount of copper I'm getting out of here. Two rolls later, and with wheat penny number 5, it's getting almost respectable. 1956D. I'm not finding any older stuff today. This last row, I finally found my second Canadian. Found another 2009. A really nice 73S. And I don't know what's going on with that.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here.
4 rows to go. 2 rows to go, and wheat penny number 6. And this one might be a little older. Nope, 1950-70.
I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
I weighed out my 82s and added the copper to this box's copper, and I weighed them, and it was just about 2.5 pounds. And so both boxes together got me over 6 pounds. I got about 6.2 pounds. So that's not too bad for 2 boxes in this area. Pretty happy with that. Wrapping it up. I used most of that 6 pounds of copper to finish off my next 25-pound box. I think somewhere I may have said that I have 150 / that, correct. This makes 125 pounds that I have. So this will start on my next one. I've already taken most of all that bag of zinc back to the bank and cashed it in. I got all those 2009s and I got all these 2007s. I really ain't sure. I guess I'll just roll them up and just kind of stick them away. Got a handful of Wheaties, got some Canadians, not as many as I'd hoped to, but I'm okay. I got over 6 pounds of copper, and that's pretty good. I got 4 dimes, got some S pennies. I got a few other little things that I'll stash away. Pretty good box as far as copper's, a pretty good 2 boxes as far as copper's concerned, I think. We'll see you later.